This book really surprised me, and not in a good way.
Not this man just getting in the video with us. Can't wait to get into it.
We are home from Target. Lord, the juggle is real. I love the book so much. It was so good.
Hi friends, I hope that you are prioritizing wellness and self-care. In today's video, we are doing all of the bookish fun things, and I am just so excited. Right now, I am here at Barnes & Noble because I have not had the pleasure of reading a book by Lynn Painter. I heard that she writes amazing YA romance. There is like a new Barnes & Noble exclusive. Oh, okay. Not this man just getting in the video with us. There's like a new Barnes & Noble exclusive copy, and it's so pretty. It's so cute. Did I even tell you guys the name of the book? It's fine. You'll see the name of the book momentarily. So let's go get it. Some really spicy chili. So the lady said that they like redid the formula because this is not the first time that I've had the chili from Beyond. It's so good. I love it. I forgot what it was called before, but now it's like the fire roasted chili. It was spicy, so thankfully I got a smoothie. This is like the Carol's Detox. It's good. This is my first time having it. It's like banana, spinach, apple, honey and lime. I think that's what it is. But anyway, let us talk about this book. The do-over is going to be so cute. I just read the epilogue. No, I'm sorry. How did I read the epilogue already? Joyce, did you finish the book while you were eating lunch or what? I read the prologue. And it's oozing with Valentine's Day. Like, it's only right that I read this book in February. So that's fine. I have been buying books online and just in stores to build up my winter TBR anyway. So I think I'm going to save it. It's really cute. I feel like I already can relate to the main character. She's one of those type of people like me. I do believe it's a Hallmark holiday, but it's still so cute and it's for the lovers. And so it's totally fine. I'm one of the lovers. Me and husband do celebrate. And it's pretty. Look at this book. Like, what? The one that I wanted to read first was better than the movies. This is the one that's very popular by her. They're like, this is YA romance standard. So I'm gonna have to obviously read that book at some point. But because they came out with the Barnes & Noble exclusive, I just felt like I had to get it. And the book was like $11.15. Stop playing with me. It's gonna be cute, but I'm just gonna pause on this. For now, I believe that Target is still having 20% off of their books. So I think I'm gonna run over there, browse and see what they have. My TBR is so long, so it's only right to buy the books when they're on sale. Pip so much, so I read this book and I enjoyed it. So I just got this one on Audible because they had it on sale. Can't wait to get into it. Hi friends, we are home from Target and I cannot wait to show you guys what I got. Full transparency, it is the next day. It might even be a couple days later. I can't even remember. Anyway, life got busy. It's fine. We're still going to go ahead and haul what I got. So I didn't go crazy in there because there's just no need to go crazy in there. Like, whoo, as a book lover, you have to learn how to pace yourself. Like, oh my gosh. But anyway, I will start with these. I got some bookmarks. They are so cute. They are faux leather bookmarks made with vegan leather. If that is important to you, then these would be a good option for you. And they're so cute. Look at them. They're adorable. Oh my God. One of them says Where I Left Off. The other one says Page Turner. And then the last one says Mark My Words. This is so cute. Cannot wait to use them. Love the gold one. Love the rose gold one. This one is actually silver, but it's really not. It's really just like an off gold. So love this. The first book that I got is Archer's Voice. This is such a popular book. It even says that it is one of the top 100 romance novels of all time on Goodreads. That's not a major selling point for someone like me. I do realize that Goodreads is actually a popularity contest. So with that being said, this isn't the biggest selling point for me. It's just the fact that a lot of people said this is a very beautiful love story. They said this is a really good book, and I love the blurb here. It says it is a gorgeous tale of survival and the healing power of love. Love can be so healing, and I just absolutely love when that appears in a book. So I don't plan on reading this until February, but I am excited to get to it. Our next book, I saw somebody recommend this book, and it's 1,000 Boy Kisses, but I don't remember who. And I am the type of person, I love to give credit where credit is due. Nonetheless, once I heard it, I thought this was going to be such a good, cute book, especially because it's second chance romance, which is my favorite trope. I'm not really a big trope girly because I don't read a lot of romance, which you really can't tell from this video, but I'm building my winter TBR. Obviously, the love holidays in February. You need a few love books for that particular month. I don't really know what this one is about either. It says one boy, one girl, a bond that is forged in an instant and cherished for a decade, a bond that neither time nor distance can break, a bond that will last forever, or so they believe. I don't know. So I don't know. They're probably going to break up and then get back together. I don't know. It just sounds so good. It sounds like the perfect book to read in the month of February. It's just so crazy that I'm already thinking about like my winter TBR, but not really. Love the font on this book. It's not a very long book. Doesn't seem like... It has a playlist. I did not know that. It has a playlist. I love books that have a playlist. Oh my gosh, it really enhances the vibe. Okay, so it's decent. It's 305 pages, so cannot wait to get into this one. And now I want to get into a wrap up of some of the books that I read recently with you guys, because I didn't do a November wrap up. I got sick and life, it just was a lot going on. So let us talk about some of the books that I read that I just cannot wait to talk about, or some of the books that they surprised me, not necessarily in a good way. So let's do this. The very first book that I want to discuss is Yellowface. This book
really surprised me, and not in a good way. I just knew that this was going to be a 5-star read for me. I just knew it. You couldn't tell me that I was not going to love this book, rave about this book, and recommend it for years and years to come. And that is not the case. That's not what happened. And I'm so bummed out about it. And I am so out of breath. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I had to get up and go run and do something off camera. So now I'm so out of breath. Oh my God. Whew, Lord, the juggle is real. And then I have the audacity to think that I am going to be able to successfully accomplish Bookmas. I don't even know what I'm thinking. Oh my God, it's so funny. Thank you so much for being here through all of the ups and downs, the background noise, the yellow lights in my bedroom, which I did buy new lights, so we won't have to deal with that anymore. Just thank you guys so much. I really, truly appreciate you guys. Just thank you for being here. But anyway, back to Yellowface. So I really wanted to love this book, and I didn't hate it. I gave this book a 3-star, maybe even like a 3.5, because she was able to go there in some areas, but it wasn't as layered as I wanted it to be. It wasn't as layered as you would think it would be. The way that our main character dies, which is not a spoiler, Athena, it just wasn't climactic at all. It was very strange and kind of funny, kind of awkward. And then it's just like June never gets herself together. Like, at what point do you realize, sis, you have really messed up? You need to get it together. You need to fess up. You need to turn your life around, and you need to do right. She just doesn't. She just is a character that you do not like. And obviously R.F. Kuang wrote her to be that way. You know, I don't want to share so many little intricate details, because if you plan on reading it, it's not much that excites you about the book. So it's better if you just go into it somewhat blind, just knowing the basis. And it's so funny because if you can see, I still have the receipt. So I actually got this book as a birthday gift, and I plan on taking it back. I have until like January, because I did end up listening to the audiobook. Audible is having a sale where you buy a book and you get one free. So it's like 1 credit, 2 books. Love it when they do that. So I was like, let me listen. Maybe I'll have a better experience if I listen to the book. That did not change the experience for me. Although the narrator was good, the experience was still the same. There were moments where the book was just boring. It does have a lot of dark humor. You don't like the main character, June. You're not really rooting for her. You want her to get caught, because if you know, this particular book follows June and she steals Athena's manuscript after she dies. She makes some touches, cleans it up, and then she presents the book as if she wrote it. And then she is pretty much haunted by her own internal thoughts about the theft of this book, which she should be. Obviously, we are fully aware that in publishing, it's mainly a popularity contest, which I know that, you know that, and the book explores that heavily, which I love. I wanted the book to go deeper, and it was mainly just a reflection and a rant from R.F. Kuang's point of view and how she views publishing and different things that she's had to deal with involving like Karens when it comes to tweets, different things like that. One thing that I did find interesting is the reviews. So she talks about how when you write a book and you put it out there, you see all your good reviews, and then there's this one, that scathing review, that 1 star, that negative review, and you just can't get over it. She goes down the rabbit hole trying to figure out who this person was, and it just was so funny. I'm like, oh my God, I wonder if other authors have experienced this as well. Like, who wrote this review? I have to find out who you are. It reminds me of that one book that came out this year. I think it's a whole plot surrounding that particular scenario. But anyway, I just didn't like her. She's actually a white woman, but she's presenting herself to be a little bit more ethnic, trying to present herself to be Asian-esque, whatever that is. It was just a mess. It wasn't the most memorable book, but I do love how well the book was written. I did like the pacing. You don't get lost. It's a book that a lot of people could DNF. However, I was invested enough to keep on reading. So this was an anticipated release for me, and this was a book that I was very excited to read. And I just knew it was going to be a 5-star. So this really sucks for me. Another book that I want to talk about that I read recently is Thicker Than Water. Oh my God, I liked it. I loved the book so much. It was so good. And I know that's an unpopular opinion because a lot of people didn't like the book. They felt that she was still very guarded. They felt that she didn't spill enough tea, which you guys have got to chill with the wanting to spill of the tea. I get it. It is a memoir. We expect a little bit of tea. However, celebrities do deserve some level of privacy. The only thing I could think they wanted more of is about her motherhood journey or about her relationship with her husband. And she does open up about it enough. She did share how she purposefully kept it a secret, and how she had her team to sign like an NDA when she was getting married. She just wanted to keep some things private, and I believe that that's okay. And it was just so crazy. Some people had the nerve to feel like, oh my God, we already knew the major thing. Like, did you need a plot twist? This is a memoir. I didn't know we needed a plot twist in a memoir. And to me, I felt like it was perfect for her to share that information with us because it's how she marketed the book. I cannot imagine my biological dad, the man that raised me, man, I grew up in his household every single day. You guys were lying to me. You guys were lying to me. This is not my biological father, and you didn't feel I needed to know this information? That's a lot. That's a lot for someone to take in. That's a lot for someone to process. And people have got to be more compassionate for other people. Like, people are such savages. It's absolutely crazy. But anyway, a lot of people were upset because they felt like, oh, we already knew that, so it wasn't any more information in the book. It was a lot that she shared. Things about very heavy, dark things that she shared from her childhood. She talked about how she wasn't able to truly be herself or find herself because they were always lying inside their household, keeping secrets, presenting themselves one way when it really wasn't that. Now, what I would have liked is if she would have explored how the relationship she had with her parents affected the relationship that she had with her husband. Primarily when it comes to the communication. Like, were you lying to him and keeping secrets? Were you not an ESPN notification? Oh my God. Husband, chill. Anyway, because she struggled with being able to share her feelings and articulate her feelings, was it hard for you to do that same thing when dating your husband? Or did it come natural for you? So things like that, I feel like she should have explored upon a little bit more. But other than that, we don't need everybody's juicy details. And people were killing me. They're like, oh my God, it was basically a story about her mom and dad. Did you not see the back? Did you not see this picture of her mom and dad on the back? Like... Clearly, we knew that is mainly what the story was going to be about, but it was about so much more. It really was about that, and I understand why. Your mom and dad, the relationship that you have with your parents, that is your very first relationship with anybody. It shapes the rest of your entire life. It really does. It needed to be discussed because they were lying to her whole life, and she really struggled with self-acceptance and just knowing who she was. It was a very beautiful story of truth and redemption and forgiveness. It was really beautiful in that way. But more than anything, it was so nostalgic. She talked about Save the Last Dance. Oh my God. Loved that movie. That was one of my absolute favorite movies. It was so cute. So it was so nice for her to bring that up. I totally should have dog-eared the page because I need you guys to know what she said about the character she played in Save the Last Dance left such a lasting impact on the culture. And it really did. It really did. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, now I'm just all over the place. Bear with me because this book, it probably needs its own review, but it's fine. When I was just trying to look about something for Save the Last Dance, this came up, and clearly, me and all my annotating. Oh, this was so good. I forgot. This was the moment when she had shared about something that happened really tragic for her in her childhood. And she says, I decided that he would not survive me telling, and that of the two of us, I was probably the one best equipped to hold this trauma and live with the truth of it. Oh, listen. The way that I was able to relate to that, the way a lot of us will be able to relate to that is insane. How you put someone before yourself. Oh, people were missing the nuggets like this, I'm telling you. She goes on to say, that decision marked the first time I thought that it would be better to put other people's needs ahead of my own. I chose to be silent. I chose not to be in truth. Listen. It's so good. It's so good. There's another liner over here. It says, one of the consequences of growing up in a household with half-truths is that there is no space for trust to thrive. My parents did not trust me with their painful truths, and I in turn learned not to trust them with mine. Listen. So that is why it was a story about her mom, and her dad, because there was a lot that they needed to heal from, a lot that they needed to repair, and a lot that she needed to work through. In a way, this book is very therapeutic for her, I'm sure. It's also history for her children and their children. So people just need to chill. But to be fair, it wasn't the most climactic memoir. It's definitely not one of my top 5. It's not. I don't know if it's a top 10. I'd have to really sit down and think about that. If it is, it's more towards the lower scale. It was still very good. It was still very vulnerable, and I am just so proud of her. This was such a good line too. She says, without the ability to tell the truth, I was forced into a perpetual series of lies. And not only did she talk about Save the Last Dance, oh my God, she did talk about Scandal. I wish there was even more about Scandal. I started to get goosebumps, especially when she used one of the main characters' voice, and she's like, Liv. I can't think of her name right now. Basically the president's wife, Millie. Her name was Millie. And when she was like, Liv, because I did get to do tandem reading with this. My friend let me listen to her audio copy. It was just so nice. It was so nice. Now I have to watch Scandal all over again. I loved how she went through like the backlist of all of her other movies that I didn't know she was in. I forgot that she was in Django, and she said Scandal and Django basically made her career. You guys, I'm getting so emotional. I was like flipping through the pages trying to find something to read to you guys. It's so many good little moments, but the highlight of the book was when her parents finally told her the truth, okay? And she says, starting today, you'll get to see that even though I know the truth, I still love you. And then I turned to my dad and I leaned into him. Now you'll get to feel what it's like to be loved unconditionally. The goosebumps, oh my God. That was such a powerful moment, and I remember myself like fighting back tears, like even now, just because sometimes we don't think other people can handle the truth, and they can. Oh my God, I'm getting so misty-eyed. It's not even funny. They can, especially our children. I mean, as a parent, I get it. You want to protect your children, or even if it pertains to your spouse or whoever. And it's just like, give people the opportunity, let them know, share the truth. Don't do half truths. Share your truth, and you'll get the opportunity to see that I still choose to love you. And you'll get to feel what unconditional love feels like. That was good. Oh my God. I cannot believe I'm just like cutting up. Here on camera. It was so cute. It was so many little moments like that. So I want to just share these other 2 things with you, and then we're gonna move on from this book. I forgot she was in Little Fires Everywhere, and I loved that TV series. So basically she took that role before she knew her dad wasn't her biological dad. But then once they started filming, she had found out, and it was able to change the way that she embodied this particular character. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I forgot about this part too. She loves Disney. She loves Disney like me. Okay, again, we're getting all off topic. So clearly you can see that I just really like the book. So it says, when I agreed to do the series, I had no idea how much Mia Warren's story with her daughter Pearl mirrored my own journey with my parents. But by the time filming began, almost a year and a half later, and a few months after the revelation, the parallels were obvious. I was gifted an opportunity to step into my parents' shoes and emphasize with their need to protect their secrets of their past and their desire to shield their daughter from complicated truths. Then she goes on to say, I was channeling my dad's truth through Mia. Oh yes, so she was so passionate when she was doing the scene. The editors didn't want to use that particular take. They're like, we're going to use a different take. And she's like, no, we're using that take. So this is why. She says, so I fought to change the edit despite the pushback. It's one of the moments I'm most proud of in Little Fires Everywhere, not because of what I was able to create as an actor, but because of the truth I was able to convey and then fight for my dad's truth. Listen. Oh my God, the way I need to go back and watch that scene now. I have goosebumps. Oh, I just love it. I love people. I love hearing their stories. Oh, I love healing. It's all just so beautiful to me. So look at this. I literally wrote sobbing. It says, blood may be thicker than water, but love is thicker than blood. Come on, Carrie. Let them know, okay? Okay, guys, I didn't talk so much about this book. The battery is gonna die. But anyway, the last little bit, she just basically says that I am not going to let go of the man who raised me. She said that beyond the genetics, I am Earl Washington's kid. It's the Washington in me that dreams and believes and performs and entertains and refuses to disappoint. Oh my God. Highly recommend, highly recommend. Oh my God. I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. Clearly, I'm not going to be doing any reading. We've talked long enough. So please come back so that you can see me doing more reading vlogs. We're going to get into some Christmas content because I've actually never read a Christmas book. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. I sure did. Do not forget to subscribe, prioritize self-care, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. If you've ever wondered how I am in real life outside of just this line is me in a nutshell. She says, one of the reasons why I love Michelle is that she is straightforward and blunt. This is me. She is not unkind, but her desire to convey truth outweighs her need to sugarcoat. Period. And I did write period indeed, because I'm going to tell you the truth. We're not going to be sugarcoating things, okay?